Awutshela abantu bonke, tshela umhlaba wonke.
Tshela abantu bonke, tshela umhlaba wonke. Tshela abantu bonke, tshela umhlaba wonke. Tshela abantu bonke,
awubatshele wena.
Tshela abantu bonke, tshela umhlaba wonke.
Uthi
nansi ingoma ikhona,
ingoma yase-Afrika.
Nansi ingoma ikhona,
ingoma yabo khokho bethu.
Nansi ingoma ikhona,
ingoma yase-Afrika.
Nansi ingoma ikhona.
Thatha ngeyakho,
Thatha ngeyakho, Thatha mfana, Thatha ngeyakho,
awuthathe,
Thatha lengoma,
thatha wena, ngeyakho,
Thatha mfana,
ingoma,
Thatha ngeyakho.
Nansi ingoma yabo khokho bethu.
I'm from Sanya. I'm 30 years old, and I was a DI at Richmond Academy. This beautiful view, as you can see from the background. I used to work at Vale Electrical Service, one of the oldest electrical stores in Vincent and the Grenadines. And due to my interest in humanitarian, helping out people, volunteering, I searched through some of the papers. And seeing the advertisement on the paper, when I gave up my job to come here to study for 6 months, I didn't know what to expect, But as time went by, we did many things that I did not expect would ever happen in a school. But this school is so extraordinary. You learn every single thing, such as, Africa. Where in St. Vincent can you learn so deep about Africa than Richmond Academy? It takes you into depth and it show you the suffering of the people, what can be done, what Humana People TCE is doing to help. And this place offer that. And it also offer Caribbean studies, people from different walks of life come here to study the Caribbean, to give their input about also their countries as well. It's not about just Caribbean, it's not just about Africa, it's about the world. Every nationality coming under one building, working together, studying the same thing, giving presentation, trying to solve problems, the language barrier, it's just a whole fascinating group. And we learned about garden farming, we did community work, outreach programs, HIV testing, a lot of stuff. It's too humorous to mention. You just gotta be in it. Like the lotto, you gotta be in it to win it. But at RVA, you gotta be in it to experience it.
Uthi
nansi ingoma ikhona,
ingoma yase-Afrika.
Nansi ingoma ikhona,
ingoma yabo khokho bethu.
When I left St. Vincent to go to Malawi, like I said before, I didn't know what to expect, and just flying over Africa, you see these huts, and it was in the dry season, and like you were wondering, those people really live here? But as you enter more deeper and deeper, as I land in Ilongwe Airport, that's the capital, it's like, yes, I'm finally in Africa. Africa is not all that bad, but you reach somewhere where you can appreciate it. And the people that I met concerning my project, they welcome us very openly. We get a rundown about the projects which Humana People TCE is doing, such as the clothes collection, food donations and stuff like that. And concerning my project, it was TCE, Total Control of the Epidemic. That also worked with Humana People TCE. And within TCE, there's a lot to be done. There are field officers, like 50 of them in one troop. Well, I won't go into all of those things because it's kind of complicated. But however, the task that I took up was not just to deal with AIDS itself, but to reach the vulnerable children, because in Malawi you could see there's so many orphans on the street in their dirty attire, day after day, begging for food, for money, whatever they can get to eat, they will eat it, And in terms of schooling, it's really bad, it's overwhelming. And I decided, among other, with the head of the TCE, I proposed what my position would be and how am I going to go about doing it. But it wasn't easy going about doing it. I have to fundraise, find the appropriate person who speaks English, of course. And it's like day after day, you're back on the streets, asking for donation, presenting a proposal to them and stuff like that. And Like I said, it was a hard task. I was determined to build that school for 106 children, and from ages like 3 to 5. And it was done with hard work and dedication, not only on my side, but on the office side and the community. They also joined force with me and see this as a benefit to the community. And right now they are doing HIV testing in that school, and it's truly amazing. I didn't do it for myself, I do it because it's the right thing to do. I do it for the benefit of the children, for the children, because they are the future. And I see Africa as not only a continent of wealth, but a continent that could reach far with the children, and to say education doesn't stop here, it continues.
Tata wena ngeyakho ingoma nansi ingoma yabo khokho bethu
nansi ingoma ikona
ngoma yase-Africa.
The funny thing is that Malawian people, they are so warm-hearted. You go to this particular rural area called Mazalibi and Lunzo, and the children will approach me, and they will call me Azulu. I mean, at that time I didn't know what it means, but it means white people, but I'm not white, as you can see. But I appreciate it very much, and they call me another name in their language. It means teacher for our school, And with the old people now, the elders, you call them amai, for respect. They will thank you for everything, as long as you are doing something good. They will give you the last seat they have in their house as a sign of respect. It's not anybody could get that respect, You have to be in a position to earn it. And eventually they saw that I earned it, and they give me their best food. Can you imagine that? They give me their best food, their best chairs, and they sat on the floor. I mean, you won't see that in St. Vincent. And people normally say St. Vincent is poor, but it's the mentality of the people is poor. I saw poverty for itself. St. Vincent is not poor. St. Vincent, in this beautiful island, there's no poverty. But where I was, even though they are poor, they know how to smile. They know how to be happy. They dance. They welcome strangers into their home. And that is what I would like to see Vincent to do. Just put their pride aside for once and know what love is and what poverty is, and don't complain every time, because there are people that is worse off than us.
Tata ngeyakho tata awuthathe tata wena ngeyakho ingoma.
After my successful 6 months in Malawi, I came back home, SVG, to finish the program, 2 months at RVA where I started. And I did what I was supposed to do according to the contract. I went out, I shared my experiences, I went to the newspapers to give my views and to let people know that the world doesn't stop, it still rotates. And love is something that you give out, you don't keep it to yourself. I gave personal presentation to individuals, to groups, especially my cricket team. They were very proud of me.
So shine ingoma, ingoma ngeyakithi thina, ingoma yabo khokho bethu, so shine.
I won't say everything went 100%, because in every institution there is good times and there is bad times. You just have to know how to maneuver, how to make the bad situation into a positive one. And by doing that, it helps you grow mentally strong and learn how to cope with even bigger situation when it comes at hand. Because I never knew I would have gone to Africa to build a school. I mean, come on, me.
Shayela ngoma sikhothulele emakhaya, so shaya ingoma, so shaya ingoma thina, so shaya ingoma, ingoma ngeyakithi le, ingoma yase-Africa, yelele mama, wawuyelele, yelele mama, so shaya ingoma, so shaya